Hi Providence Beginning Band Trumpet students. This week's video is the final video of the year, and we will be working on page 36 in your red Standard of Excellence book. This is Emperor's Hymn from the Emperor's String Quartet by Haydn. So please make sure you have your instrument out, you have your pencil out, and you have your red book, and let's get started. I decided that this piece is something that I wanted to work on with you because in the summertime, I find it hard sometimes to stay motivated. And one of the things that keeps me motivated, especially to keep practicing when I don't have school or any concerts or performances coming up necessarily, is to learn a solo. So this, for many of you, will be your first example of a solo. Go ahead and open up to page 36 and let's look at the piece together. You'll see that there are 3 lines of music for every staff. You have the trumpet/cornet part, and then you have the piano part, and they're kind of held together by a squiggly thing. So that's going to be something new we haven't really looked at before. We're just going to have to track the top line of each group of lines. Does that make sense? We're going to have to keep track of the trumpet line and not accidentally play the piano line sometimes. So if it's helpful, draw a little star next to the top of each line so that when you're transitioning from one line to the next, your eye catches onto something and you know you're in the right spot. This piece is arranged from a very famous string quartet. It's really helpful for me when learning a new piece of music to listen to previous recordings. And instead of looking for the trumpet version of this piece, what I would do is search for the string quartet. So type into YouTube, with your parents' permission, of course, Haydn Emperor String Quartet, Opus 76, number 3. And you'll find a beautiful performance by any string quartet. And you'll have an idea of what it's supposed to sound like. Stringed instruments are very different from trumpet and piano, but you can still make beautiful, beautiful music with music originally written from strings. You may notice that there are quite a few times in the piece where the trumpet part has rests and the piano part has music. When I play through this later in the video, I'm going to be resting through the rests and playing the trumpet part where it says to play. For a lot of you, this is longer music than we've played before. Maybe our longest piece before this was something we were preparing for the spring concert. But when we play solo, it's a little bit different than playing in a band. We have to take charge and be 100% sure of our notes and rhythms, and because we are the only performers. So let's go through and look at all the dynamics and anything that might get in our way as far as rhythms and notes, accidentals, that sort of thing. So first up, let's look at dynamics. We start at mezzo forte. After our rests in measure 13 and 14, we come back in at piano. And then we crescendo to forte just 2 bars later. So let's try to make that really, really obvious when we play it. Really soft, and then grow significantly to its forte. Back down to mezzo forte a couple bars later. Our next entrance in measure 23, mezzo piano. Easy enough, right? Our next entrance in 27, mezzo forte. 31, mezzo forte crescendo to forte. This is the end of the piece, so we want to make sure we stay forte throughout, just to signify that it's the end and we're playing as beautifully as we can while still playing a louder volume. Next up, let's look at some rhythms. Some tom, ti ta 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 ta, ti ti ta 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 ta, ti ti ta. Right? We know that rhythm, we know everything there. That rhythm is repeated quite a bit in this piece. That's the main theme, so you're going to hear it a lot. Accidentals are up next. In looking through here, I don't see too many except in measure 16, and then again, same bit repeats in measure 32. So keep an eye out for that F sharp, okay? Finally, we have a ritardando at the last 2 measures and a fermato over the last note. As I play through this, the metronome's going to keep going at a regular pace, but you can slow down the whole note tied to a whole note with a fermata if you'd wish. It's more for the piano. Now that we've talked through the whole thing, let's play it. Here is the playing portion. We are at quarter equals 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Thank you for watching this week's video. I hope to hear some of your performances. I hope you have a great summer, and I hope you keep practicing, and I hope to see you in school in the fall. Thank you.